There we go. Let the controller set itself up a minute. That's good. Let me send out the Discord pings. So, let me do this real quick, and then we'll... that. Okay. Is there anything I'm not thinking of? I think I'm good. I guess maybe I could bring up my notes. Oh gosh, I need to add more music to this playlist. Like, I really need to add more music to this playlist. You know what I should do? I should listen through the Hollow Knight soundtrack at some point. Maybe I should wait until after I finish the game, though? Are there any games recently that I played through that I haven't listened through the soundtrack of? What was I playing before this? Kingdom Hearts 2. I guess I could listen through the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack again and see if there's anything that would fit in with this playlist. I don't know, I think I already listened through it, though. That scanner will answer that? Yeah, well. We'll see how that goes, I guess. Look, where'd you find it? On the side of the road, Pillsbury. I actually have found, like, a chair covered in cat hair before on the side of the road. And I did use it for a while. It's funny, they just wrote free on a pizza box and, like, propped it up on the chair. I gotta get a different desk. Like, this whole thing shakes. Well, I say shaking it like you can see that, but like the actual desk that I have is like a $20 desk. It's like pretty shoddy, but whatever. It works for now. At some point I'll have to get something that's that's awesome. It certainly is something. I did remove most of the cat hair before I actually used it, but it like couldn't adjust. It couldn't go up and down, but it was a really comfy chair. But like the thing that adjusts to go up and down was like broken, so it was constantly stuck in the bottom position. I felt like really short using it. Not the worst chair to sit in, but yeah, there's a reason why it was left by the side of the road. Okay, I should probably get the game started. Oh. Wait, my delivery just got here. Should I grab the delivery now? Alright, fine. I'm gonna go grab a delivery. I'll be, like, right back. I just want to grab it and pull it inside before I sit down and stream, obviously. Alright, I'll be right back. So a package I expected arrived, but then also there's a piece of mail from Britain? Maybe opened officially, Great Britain. Royal Mail. What did I order from Britain? What did me from like 3 months order from Britain? Hold on, I'm grabbing scissors. I gotta know now. I have some thoughts about what it might be, but it's probably their devices. I will say the girls on those Gamer Subs cups do have some bombshell bodies. Do we still call them bombshells? Holy cow. Glad I didn't cut like too far into the package. I think this is... Oh, I know what this is. I know what showed up from Great Britain. Yeah, it's an Etsy order, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Right. Okay. So, you know how Switch games don't have, like, actual manuals in them? This guy makes actual manuals for them. Because there's a spot for them. They're just not officially made. Well, I'll toss it in the box of crap box, and I'll show it to you guys later. Alright, whatever. I gotta get the game started. Yeah, no. I doubt that's the case, Union. No, it's just something I ordered, like, you know, a few months ago off Etsy and forgot about. As most things are. I ordered... Hold on, okay. I ordered, like, a physical edition, like, collector's edition of a Switch game from one of those online sites, like, last year. Like, almost a year ago now. And it's still not here. Anyway. Well, how's everybody's week going? We are officially out of the weekend. Is it not gonna take my controller? Am I gonna have to unplug and plug the controller back in? I was trying to use a different controller with this that had a better D-pad, but I found I liked this one more. Yeah. Oh, it's probably because I wasn't actually looking at the game? Question mark. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Six months later, yeah. I think it's been over 9 months. It was the physical edition of Persona 4 Golden for the Switch. Okay, so what was I up to? Right. So I made a bunch of money by killing that same poor shroom guy over and over again. So let's go upgrade my nail. And then I have some other stuff I'd like to buy a minute. Oop. And then I think I'm gonna try that annoying boss that's in the sewers again. And then from there, we'll go ahead and... Ah, shoot. We're gonna head over, I think, to Deepnest. I unlocked that, like, forever ago, and I haven't actually checked that place out. Oop. But yeah, I tried a controller with a better D-pad than this one, over the weekend, and it was fine, but I was like, eh. I kind of just prefer the Xbox 360 controller.
Ah, Ranjo Stenja. Jonsha. Garadel Akari.
A channel to your nail. It should cut much more efficiently. You'll find it stronger than it used to be. Okay. A cleft weapon of hollowness. The blade is equally balanced. Channeled nail. Interesting. Okay, sounds good. I think the last thing I ordered from China was that Kingdom Hearts Christmas sweater. The design was pretty good, but the fabric quality was pretty bad. But, I mean, I only wore it like once. Maybe I'll wear it one more time next year or whatever. Next Christmas season, so not too bad. Okay. So let's go up, and then we should head over to the fast travel point. And the music here is still very good, I gotta say. So far, I think this area has my favorite music. But we still haven't made it to some of the later areas, so maybe they'll have even more climactic music. It is nice that things take less time to kill. Should be pretty helpful. I gotta say, like, this world is a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be. Like, I expected it to be like half the size it is. I keep feeling like I'm barely gotten anywhere I've barely gotten through any of the game just because of how large it is. And how much there is to do even once you've found most things. I am a little interested in what mods look like for this game, just because of the fact that most games that get mods are based off of like 3D models and stuff, which are a lot easier to create. So I'm wondering how it looks with mods and stuff, given it's like a hand-drawn 2D art style kind of thing. To reach Dirtmouth, most travelers take circuitous routes around the cliffs beside us. It's a hard trek now, but in the Kingdom of Prime, things were far simpler. There's an old pass in the cliffs that once allowed easy access. The bridge up to it has long since crumbled away, and even without it, a huge door bars entry. I can't complain, mind you. It's meant we've only ever had to accommodate a trickle of travelers, even during our busiest times. I don't want hordes of bugs to descend on Dirtmouth. I like the quiet. Oh, was that a full mask? No, okay, just one piece. You like bugs in real life? I like spiders. I don't mind bugs. I live in a place where there's a lot of bugs, so I don't mind them. I think he unlocked a new mask shard for buying once I bought the other one. Let me check something real quick. Because I think I'm a little bit short of what I need for the next notch. Yeah, I am. I'm like a good 700 short now. Well, let's go like beat that boss and then we'll see how close I am. To be fair, like if I did farm out money, it would take me like 15-20 minutes to get what I would need to buy the next notch, but since we're gonna go and beat up that boss anyway, might as well just do that, and then we'll go for the notch after that before we head into Deepnest. Some bugs, mine bug. I suppose that is true. Like, some bugs are like, ooh, I can't believe those are in the house. The one thing I don't like seeing inside the house is ants. Even though, like, as a kid, I used to love to play around with ants and everything and, like, make little structures and stuff and sand, out of sand and dirt for them and everything. Even if I would, like, get bit a bunch or whatever. But, you know, now it's like, oh, there's ants in the house. I better vacuum some food or something around. Anyway, okay, so Royal Waterways are down and to the right. So let's just go all the way down first, I guess. Oop. Should have expected that, I suppose. Oop. Thankfully, I'm not in an area where we have, like, a lot of dangerous, like, spiders or anything like that, so it's, like, not like I have to worry about that kind of stuff, so. mean, the most dangerous thing that I've ever held is probably a garden snake, and even that, it literally bit me once, and I beat it to death. I've beaten garden snakes to death before by just like slamming it into the ground over and over again as a kid. One bug that terrifies me when found inside is the house centipede. How big is that thing? How big is a house centipede? But yeah, no, I don't mind, like, bugs or spiders at all. There we go. And so it should be right below us. Anyway, I'm hoping that the nail upgrade will let me KO the mobs at this boss spawns, because the mobs are really what's the issue, not the boss itself. The boss just sits there and spawns a bunch of mobs at you, so. Alright, well, let's go get over to the bench that's nearby it. Yeah, so far this area has my least favorite enemies to fight against. So far. 2 to 3 inches lake, and it's freaky how fast I move. Oh gosh, the gasping, like sucking noises. And the worst part is like the invincibility these things have when they before they properly spawn. But pretty much all bugs scare me. I remember, isn't Courage the Cowardly Dog the one where, with one of those older cartoons with like a really kind of weird art style or whatever? And like, all that kind of stuff. Oh, you know what I should do? I should you know what? Let me die first, and then if I die to this boss again, I'll readjust my charms a minute to be something better, because we don't technically need like the one that shows me where I am on the map if we're fighting a boss or something. Okay, cool. Now I kill those guys with 1 hit, which is what I wanted. Having to kill them with 2 hits was like too much, but now I can kill them pretty consistently before they get to me. And I can get a chance to heal if I need it. Before, having to kill them with 2 hits was like pretty nasty. There we go. That was so much easier. Goodbye. Rip Bozo. Okay. Deepnest. New charm. Living charm born in the gut of a fluke marm transforms the vengeful spirit spell into a horde of volatile baby flukes. Interesting. Gotcha. Maybe I'm thinking of stuff like cat, dog, or whatever. Cat Dog had some pretty weird stuff. It was like that same kind of style that like SpongeBob would sometimes have, where it would get like weirdly grotesquely realistic. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was much easier than when I couldn't kill the mobs in like one hit. But yeah, that thing is nasty. I really don't like the enemies in this area, from their design to like how they move around and stuff. Anyway, okay, so that's good. But that didn't give me any geo, unless I missed the chest over by that thing, but at least I got a charm out of it, I guess. So I guess for now, oh, don't I also have a reward from resting grounds that I still have to collect? Because I have 500 now. Essence. 500 essence. Yes, I do. Okay. Oops. Let's head over to the resting grounds then. I gotta head up to the fast travel point anyway, so let's head back up to the fast travel point, pick that up, and then maybe I'll kill that guy for like a few minutes, and then that way we can just go ahead and buy the last upgrade from that one store, and then we can move on to the new area. Oop. Fungal waste. Okay. Oh, actually, I don't need to go fungal waste, do I? I want the City of Tears, don't I? Yeah, so I think it's up and then up again. Actually, can I get out of here that way? I might be not be able to get up there. Well, let's see. It might be like a one-way down kind of situation. Yes, yes, you're very terrifying. Kill some of these guys. Oop. To be fair, the birds are kind of spooky just because they can do 2 damage to you, so it can get kind of bad. Oh, can't get up that way. Should be right up here. Yep, okay, there we go. Gosh, I can't imagine playing this game without being able to wall jump. You'd have to take so many circuitous, is that the right word? Circuitous routes. You'd have to go like around a lot of different ways than you would usually be able to, because you just couldn't get up like certain inclines or whatever. Or like up certain directions. Like you'd be able to fall down but not get back up. It's probably doable though. Oh. I mean, I've been getting some like recommended Hollow Knight videos in my feed on YouTube, but I've been avoiding most of them because of spoilers. But I saw one of like just the thumbnail was talking about how the like low percentage Hollow Knight speedrun just got like another 4 hours tacked onto it. Which if you don't know, low percent in like metroidvania is how little of the stuff in the game can you collect and still finish the game. So there's some pretty crazy like low percent like long quote-unquote speed runs. Like, I think the most infamous one I'm aware of is, like, the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess one, where there's a glitch where you can phase yourself through a wall, because Link will slowly move during the animation where he picks up an item. Like, the animation is slightly off, so he moves, like, you know, 5 inches over every, like, repeat of the animation. So you just do that near a wall, and then you go and get a snack because it's going to take like 2 hours to move through like the nearby wall that you need to clip through. But it's like the only way to like skip giant chunks of the game without picking up certain items and stuff. Yeah. Low percents can get pretty annoying. Like, it's cool the stuff that people can come up with. I don't know, I feel like speedruns and, like, stuff like that in general can get pretty annoying. Like, there are certain speedruns that are, like, fun to watch. A lot of the time that's, like, glitchless stuff. But, like, there are some glitch speedruns that are kind of cool to watch. But a lot of the time, they seem like they would be very grueling and, like, they're not fun to watch or whatever, so... I don't know. It's fun to see how far people can push stuff, but man, some of those speedruns I just don't know. Would never be I would never want a speedrun to come down to like a random RNG of like having a enemy stand in a particular spot or whatever. But yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean it's just very well optimized. Like, I think the Hollow Knight speed run is like around 2 hours or less, so yeah. So, okay, where are we going? Oh, right, I need to go kill a guy a bunch. Let's go over to... Do I want Green Path or, like, Queen Station? Which is closer? I think Forgotten Crossroads is actually closer, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's close enough. So we need 1,400 geos to buy the last upgrade from that shop for more charm notches. Oop. So I'm a little bit short on that right now because there was an item that got unlocked when I bought the first mask piece. It unlocked another mask piece that was more expensive to buy, which I didn't account for because I couldn't see that he was going to offer that until I bought it. So thankfully I made a little bit extra than what I needed, so it shouldn't take too long to get what I need. Because it takes about, let's see, it takes a minute to kill this guy, run back and respawn him. And I get about 56 geo each time. We're at almost 900 geo. So I need about 500 geo. So like 10, 15 minutes, I guess? Yeah. Once I get over there. Nope. Forgot, we're in an acid area. I gotta be a bit more careful about just jumping down pits. So let me go ahead and take these off. Throw on Fragile Greed and Fragile Strength. This will actually be a bit faster than it was before because I will be able to, should I throw on something else? Yeah, I'll do Dash Master. Anyway. This will actually be a little bit faster because now I have the upgrade to the nail, so it should take less hits to kill him. Yeah, it only takes 3 hits to kill him now, which is pretty fast. Well, that's with the upgrade to damage from Fragile Strength, which increases your strength by a percentage, or like your damage by a percentage within. So having a higher base damage to begin with is also gonna make that a little bit better. So then you just go save, and you can run back down, and it respawns them. And I have the platforming pretty well optimized by this point, so... It's a little bit repetitive, but like I said, it takes like a minute or so to get down there and kill him. Actually, I don't know if the time is probably shorter now, because that was without any upgrades like to the nail or anything. So the time is probably lower than like a minute now. Oop. Well, provided I don't fall in the acid or something. Yeah, there's definitely more efficient ways of making money in this game. I think there's like a Coliseum or something that you can do to like get a bunch of money from, and like a bunch of other challenges and stuff to get geos from. But this is a pretty consistent way to do it, you know, because you're not really in danger of anything. The guy himself like has 2 attacks that are not hard to deal with at all. He has like a little few guys that run around that literally can't hurt you. So they're just free soul if you need it. You can attack him while he's in his like head slam animation. If you take 1 point damage, it doesn't matter because you have to go back to the bench to reset him anyway. You think Mr. Mushroom has a college degree? Yeah, did he go to fungal college? There's a fungus among us. I think he got a college degree to work a job where he slams his head into the ground and spits out mucus. That was like 4 years of community college and 4 more years of a secondary college just to be able to do this one job. Or do you think he went in for something else and he ended up at this job? Kind of like the Starbucks thing, you know? You go in, you get your liberal arts major, and then you come out ready for Starbucks. Until they end up replacing you with a robot. It is funny how many writers congregate in Starbucks. Although I think most of them are behind the counter instead of sitting at the tables writing up their new manuscripts. Oh, that's a little harsh. But it's kind of funny to think about. The idea that, like, Starbucks is this great place for writers, either behind the desk or in front of the desk. Definitely has a philosophy degree. It is crazy how, like, how much money he gives for how early in the game he shows up. Because he's part of, like, a mini-boss fight that you do at one point. In that room, that you fight 2 of them, and then I guess they just like leave him there on repeated spawn so that you can fight him again if you want to. But he is pretty decent. Like 56 Geo from 1 enemy, that's pretty decent, even with the charm that gives you more Geo on killing an enemy. Like, it's nothing to sneeze at. The best other one I could find was there were some, like, much harder enemies that give, like, 42 or so over, like, some of the, like, lower class, like, knights or whatever. Where are they? See if I can find them. Yeah, these guys, the Moss Knight. These guys give, like, 40-something, which is pretty good, but they're actually kind of... They're not difficult at this point in the game, but they are, like, much more annoying to deal with. Mr. Mushroom here is, like, pretty easy to deal with, and there's, like, no enemies between me and, like, the nearest save point, which is where I have to go to reset him anyway, so it's, like, just very convenient that way. It's just, like, a little bit of platforming to get up and down. So we should have to kill him, like, 2 more times. We're gonna be a little bit short, but yeah. Something to cough at. Okay. Gesundheit. I mean, he is like a mushroom man. I imagine if you had allergies, all these spores in this area would play havoc on your allergies. Come on. Actually, it would be funny. Hold on. I think, doesn't this thing track the amount of kills you have with an enemy, or no? No, I don't think it does. Dang, that's too bad. It would be funny to see, like, just kills on that guy, just, like, 255 or whatever. What Star Wars would you marry if you had to marry one? Like, the movie? Or, like, alien race, Pillsbury? Are we talking, like, alien races out of Star Wars? Are we talking like the Star Wars movie? Like the embodiment of a Star Wars movie? Which one would I marry? Or which one would I want, if I could only ever see another movie again, which one would I want to watch or whatever? You need to clarify the question. But yeah, dating different aliens and species reminds me, I've been thinking about trying to play Mass Effect at some point. I don't know. The whole trilogy would be kind of fun to play on stream, but it's just so long. Because each of those games is like 30, 40 hours, which isn't too bad, but there's 3 of them. So in total, it's like, you know, 80 to 100 hours, 120 hours or so. Alien race. Okay. Okay, so wait. Where am I going from here? Going up. Oh, right. I need to swap out my charms. If I die right now, those 2 fragile charms will get broken. And also, I'm terrible with direction, so I need a wayward compass to figure out what the heck is even going on. Quick focus and mark of pride. Alien race. Okay. Twi'leks are hot, like objectively. Like they're so hot that like even in canon, their entire race was like being used as like, you know, for that purpose for like years and years. Like they're objectively hot. Playing the Star Wars trilogy, Mass Effect trilogy. Although there are Star Wars RPGs that are also made by the same company, the Knights of the Old Republic games. But a Persona game is like a little bit different because like a Persona game is usually 60 to 70 hours. I just make it 120 hours because I grind a lot off stream. But Twi'leks are objectively hot. I also think that guy who plays the like, was it like clarinet in the band in the Mos Eisley Canteen, like the blue guy? I'd be interested in seeing a female version of that. I wonder if, like, female Trandoshans are hot. I vacillate between female Trandoshans being either hot or just, like, redneck wives. Will KOTOR remake ever come out? Who knows, Christian? How's it going, by the way? It'd be nice if it did, honestly. I think those games are pretty interesting from a story perspective. Gameplay-wise, they're a little rough, but, like, they're not too bad. I remember my dad rented out, like, the first KOTOR game back in the day because we liked Star Wars Battlefront. And I snuck out late at night and watched him play through the opening a little bit. And so at one point he left and didn't realize I was there. And so I snuck out and like played through like the first 10 minutes of KOTOR. And I knew that a Star Wars game on the original Xbox existed, but it would be like not like until like 10, 20 years later where I would actually find it. What's a Trandoshan? You know Bosk, the lizard guy? The like giant lizard guy? Actually, aren't we near the... Yeah, we're already near that. Okay. Gotta go over this way. He's a Trandoshan. Although they are, like, very low-tech lizard brains. So, like, they might just be rednecks. I've never seen a female Trandoshan. Official or otherwise. What are some other good, like, Star Wars races? It's been a minute since I watched, like, I don't know. It's been a minute since I've engaged with, like, Star Wars media too much. Like, I've engaged with quite a bit of Star Wars media, it's just been a minute. People compare it to D&D. Yeah, I think it was based off of, like, older... It's still in that one of those earlier RPGs that are kind of based off of, like, real life, like, board systems. Like D&D and that kind of stuff. Which makes sense, because it does let you play a role a little bit more. Oh! My blessing. This is a special item for those who love charms as much as I do. Once you own 40 charms, I'll gladly sell it to you. You only need 13 more. Keep collecting. Wasn't that lucky? 13. Anyway. To keep that in mind, I guess. Well, now we have more charm slot. What are we gonna slot in there that's only one cost? That would be good. Maybe Sprint Master would be good, so we can walk around a bit faster. Steady Body. I've heard Steady Body is actually pretty good if you can get used to it, because it lets you stay in there and, like, keep slashing at an enemy. Especially for bosses. Hey, that would be nice, Union. That would be nice. Some of those are pretty expensive, too. Like Eternal Sonata. So it would be nice to see some more of that stuff get ported. I think Eternal Sonata has a PS3 version, though. With a little bit more stuff added, but I'm not 100% on that. Don't I wait, hold on. Oh, I don't have it out. I think I saw it in the store. I can't remember if I have Eternal Sonata off the top of my head or not. But yeah. Anyway, I gotta find a one-cost charm that'd be good to hold on to. It's either gonna be Steady Body or Sprint Master. I think for now, let's go for Sprint Master. Okay, so onwards to Deepnest. Looks like the nearest fast travel point to that is Queen's Station. So let's get back over and we'll fast travel over there. You can't download the game on current gen consoles? Yeah, but there's the physical release. Or does the physical release have, like, an update that on PS3 that just, like, isn't available anymore? I mean, at least for Blue Dragon has backwards compatibility with, at least the Xbox One. I'm not sure about the Xbox Series X, but I know it has backwards compatibility, at least with the Xbox One. So there is, like, some stuff you can do for the Xbox versions of those games. I'm not sure how much PlayStation supports backwards compatibility. I know they do somewhat, but I think it's, like, very specific titles that you can download from them. It's not like you can just pop in your PS3 games into a PS5 and have them work, as far as I know. My only consoles are PS5 and Nintendo Switch, so if I want to play Eternal Sonata, my luck, I see. You as well, Pillsbury. You as well. Understandable, Union. I know that you've downsized your collection a lot, just because you didn't want to have a bunch of stuff around that you weren't using. Yeah, I guess it would be nice if for no other reason than giving people more options to be able to play those games. Blue Dragon is backwards compatible on Series X, same with Lost Odyssey. Okay, so at least those two, like, are backwards compatible, but that still means you have to get a physical copy of Blue Dragon or Lost Odyssey. Unless it's on, like, Game Pass or something, maybe. But yeah. I imagine actually playing on Xbox One or Series X would be a big help to Blue Dragon as well. Because on a default Xbox 360, it, like, chugs pretty hard in certain stuff. Especially, there's, like, a lot of battles where it chugs pretty hard. At least when I was playing through it on stream, it did. And for once, it wasn't even, like, my computer or anything. It's just, you know, that's just how the Xbox is. It is pretty cool that, like, there are certain Xbox games, like original Xbox games, that are backwards compatible on starting from the 360 era. Like, there's one called, like, Sky Pirates or whatever that I like to play that's backwards compatible. So, because of that, you can play it on... You can Ethernet, like, link up an original Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X, and, like, play 4-player of that game. So, gotcha. Okay. What else is available on the Microsoft Store, Pillsbury? So, okay. The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Yeah, I did see that it was on sale on Steam the other day. But I haven't even played through Skyrim yet. But I do kind of want to play through Morrowind just so I can know about Drognar, the guy with the giant, like, golden mask and stuff. He seems like a fun character. Gotcha. It was just too much of a grind for you at the time. Oh, right. I forgot I don't need to kill these guys. So I'm just being... just being rude for no reason. I wonder if there's any way to get that lifeblood now that, the door is closed. Yeah, buddy. Ah. Dago Yeah, that guy. I've seen, like, a lot of memes of him and stuff. Seems like it would be fun to know what the heck is going on with that character. Anyway, so if you weren't here, like 3 or 4 streams ago, those 3 things that bowed to me were the, Mantis Lords. I beat them in a optional boss fight, which lets us get access to this area, but I haven't checked it out since I unlocked it. But it seems that they weren't trying to protect something, but they were trying to keep something out. Whatever is over this way. It really shows its age, yeah. Gotcha. Looks like I have to come from up above for that. He's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls. Oh no, they're on the ground. I'm right. Bunch of spiky boys. A lot of geos here. Or geodeposits or whatever. Oh! Some big boys. There's a lot of geos here, but max level enchanted arms is 999. Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely want to try Skyrim and stuff at some point. I don't know. I'll probably get like around to like stuff like that at some point. I don't know. It's just hard because like even talking about stuff like Mass Effect, it's kind of out of the wheelhouse of like the stream right now. And also it's like a really long game. Same thing with like Skyrim or something. I don't need to heal yet. That's a big boy. I wonder what it says if I hit them with the, scared. Interesting. Actually. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I was gonna... Did I tell you, Pillsbury? Were you here when I was talking about this? But, like, a couple weeks ago, I got into, like, trying to mod Fallout 4 again. I was just gonna, like, leave it installed now that I have a new hard drive that's, like, bigger. So I can just, like, leave it installed and, like, add mods to it over time. And I got fairly far into it. But, like, the problem is, like, I have that, like, update that, like, broke everything. Kind of like with Skyrim Definitive Edition. But, like, unlike Skyrim Definitive Edition, it's, like, not a separate thing. So you can't just, like, have your mods for Definitive Edition versus your mods for, like, the version that people have been making mods for like, the last 20 years. Yeah, true. Disgaea can be a huge grind fest as well. And, like, the battles can take quite a bit of long time because it's, like, a tactical RPG. Yakuza is better. Kind of, like, not too dissimilar of gameplay, though, actually, if you think about it. Like, there's a lot of different stuff you can do in the game. But, like, you've got, like, a large world to explore and everything. You got a main story to do. I don't know. I guess Yakuza and Skyrim are pretty different, but I think I've been here. No, I didn't have anything installed beforehand. It was just an annoying thing to, like, revert to the previous version, Pillsbury. And it also made it annoying because I was going to start modding it, and then it's like, oh, I have to revert to an earlier version. Okay, do all that. Oh, now I have to make sure Steam doesn't auto-update. Okay. And then it was like, you know, and then, like, I got, you know, the usual mod experience. You work on it for, like, 2 weeks, and then you're like, eh, and you don't actually play too much of it. Like, I started setting up a player home or whatever, and I was like, eh. So, but, you know, that's kind of the plan anyway, because I kind of get like that, where I'll be like, mod it for, like, something for, like, 2 weeks, and then I'll be like, eh, and move on. But now it's just sitting there installed. Although Steam says it wants to auto-update it next time I launch it, so I don't know if I'll be able to, if I'll have to downgrade again or whatever. I don't know. Shenmue 1 I've heard is pretty good, but I hear, like, the later Shenmues get pretty dumb themselves. Like, just kind of, like, weird and, like, not keeping up to, like, modern standards or whatever. But maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? All I've seen of Shenmue is, like, a 2-hour video essay on the series, so, you know, it's not like I've played the games. Ah, yes, the best source of information, a 2-hour long YouTube video. To be fair, you can get a sense for at least somebody's opinions on the games that way, but I don't know. I guess your experience with it might vary. If you can't handle Shenmue's tank controls, I don't want to hear it. I don't know. I think it sounds like the first one was kind of a classic, like, and like a cult classic, but, like, the future ones didn't update controls or like didn't like keep up with like the new standards that were set by the time they came out, so it got like a little eh. But that's my opinion based off of like just what I've seen and heard, so maybe if I played it I'd have a different opinion. I know you would love Yakuza 7. Yeah, well, I want to play Yakuza 0 at some point this year, so we'll see how that goes, and then we can go from there, maybe. Yeah, I know that there's some of the Yakuza games have gone for a turn-based strategy style for their combat, which is a little... People are a little mixed about it, but seems like it would be interesting. But, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think the most valuable thing about a YouTube video is review kind of thing is just being able to see actual gameplay, and then like if you know somebody or you like watching somebody who's like reviewing the game, then it's like, okay, I can be somewhat confident, you know, and that they're not just talking off their butt about stuff. Oh, okay, I take damage from these guys. These guys are not friendly. I don't know why I think they would be, but... Oh, radiant being, we are blessed. Your rays touch us. Your warmth fills us. Hollowness is born again, united in your blazing image. Oh. Gotcha. Can I attack you? That's weird. I can't attack this thing. What's the point of coming here? Okay. Looks like I'm back in the fungal waste somehow. A little bit outside of the actual map. Always found this guy dead? Oh, hello. Interesting. So this is another way to enter the fungal waste. Yeah. I don't know. This is my first playthrough, so. I love the bug gibberish so much. It is kind of interesting. I know that games like oh, not Crash Bandicoot, but like well, I guess kind of Crash Bandicoot. Like some of those early like 90s platforms would use gibberish for when people were talking. Like Mario 64, I think, did some of that. When the Toads were talking, the Banjo-Kazooie games were known for using like gibberish and stuff. Some of the Crash Bandicoot games. Kind of interesting. I know Sims have like their own gibberish language, and they've gone like to great lengths to re-record some of the most popular songs that they use for their games in Simese, where they'll have like the original like singer come in and like re-record the song but use like sim lyrics, I guess. So what am I supposed to be doing here? Animal Crossing is all gibberish too? So I didn't find anything of interest inside of fungal or Deepnest, which is a little weird. Well, let me get to a spot where I can sit down and I can like write down, like when you get back to a bench, he'll update the map. So let me do that a minute. And then I can see if there's like any routes or whatever that I didn't take. Oops. Yeah, I think one, it kind of saves on localization dubs, and two, it kind of gives it kind of a universal quality, because you don't have to worry about like translating it, having somebody, you know, speaking a bunch of different languages or anything. But yeah, it also makes it like a little bit more universal, where you just have to convey intonation and stuff instead of like having like a bunch of voice acted dialogue. Anyway. And it lends the world its own kind of vibe, I guess, sometimes. So now if I look at the Deepnest map, okay, it looks like there's still a bunch of places I didn't go, and apparently there was a... Okay, interesting. Well, I guess let's go back down there then. Looks like I didn't... It looks like I went up and when I should have gone down. I guess I should have gone deeper. And that mask is one of the 3 bosses I need to beat the main game, it seems, so... I don't know if we'll do that today, but we should probably get over there at least. Heyo, how's it going? I'm doing alrighty. I'm attempting to map out Deepnest right now. It's so interesting that like one spot there, the Queen's Station, is like the only spot where you can hear like people talking or whatever, like the echoes of like people long gone. I haven't found another area like that yet. I thought there might be one in like the City of Tears or something, but no. Need the Dream Nail to beat Sleepers? I do have that now. I got that last stream. It only took me like several hours. Well, it only took me like a few, like 4 or 5 streams to actually bother to go over to that area and finally get the Dream Nail. Oh, I still have to get the reward from, I have 500 essence and I still haven't gotten the reward for that. Shoot, let me go back to the fast travel station then. Go get that. I was gonna do that earlier and I forgot. Oh, right. So, let's see. That would be... Resting Grounds, yeah. Hey, all things. How's it going? So, by the way, does anybody know what's up with this, like, graveyard area? It feels almost like a spot for Patreon backers. Am I right with that? The Spirits Glade? Where you can talk to, like, all these characters or whatever? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like a spot for, like, a bunch of, like, high-tier Patreon backers to have, like, their self-inserts put into the game in some capacity. That's what it feels like to me, anyway. Good, how about you? I'm doing fine. Doing good, hanging out, playing some Hollow Knight. Oh, nice. New charm. Dream Wheeler. Transient charm created for those who wield the Dream Nail. Allows the bearer to charge the Dream Nail faster and collect more soul when striking foes. Nice. Aiki? Yes? Okay, that's what it felt like. Because I talked to them, and I was like, boy, these are some really cool designs. I wonder why these weren't used for boss fights and stuff. And I was like, oh, wait, this is probably Patreon backers or something. Gotcha, okay. Let me throw on Dream Wielder, because I feel like that'll be useful. More so than the fast walking thing. Okay, interesting. Tiso and the Dreamwares are also Kickstarter OCs. Interesting. I mean, the designs are pretty cool for like all of them that I saw. I was just like, boy, these are a lot of interesting, cool designs. And like the flavor text on them is kind of fun, but they feel like underutilized here. So I was wondering what they were all like doing there, because they didn't like have any like deep lore about the game or anything. They were just kind of fun flavor text. I was like, they're probably Patreon backers or something. Let me see here. So where am I headed? I think back over to Queen Station. Yes. I'm glad I put this on the poll. Glad you guys voted for it. It's obviously a very good game. I know everybody's been waiting for the sequel for a while. It sounds like it won't be that much longer until, well, I say that, but I hear that people have been saying not much longer till Silk Song for a while now, so maybe I shouldn't jinx it. So how much shorter? Yeah, the Dream Nail has like got a way shorter time now. That's actually usable. The charge up time on normally for the Dream Nail is pretty long. Interesting. Oops. Right. Acid. That was my own fault. The knockback knocked me back far enough to be in the acid there. Okay. The real sequel was the friends of made along the way. It sounds like the sequel are the mods everyone made along the way. I can't open the map while falling. Alright, back into Deepnest. Honestly, Deepnest is still not as bad so far as the Royal Waterways. The Royal Waterways are by far, like, has the creepiest and, like, weirdest enemy design. And most annoying enemy design out of the game's areas so far. Maybe it's also because it comes right after one of the coolest areas, that being the City of Tears, but man, that place is, like, super annoying. Okay, so I haven't gone down this way yet, apparently. Oh, hello. Am I supposed to drop down there? Oh. Might as well. Oh, I should just dash over that. I shouldn't try and get clever with it. Anything? Not anything on the other side, no. No? Okay. Nice, nice. Well, welcome. I've been playing Hollow Knight on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Usually I play a bunch of RPG stuff on... Oh, hello! Hi, me! I'm sure that's not foreboding at all. No, I'm sure that's fine. I mean, to be fair, ever since I saw the, like, shadow version that pops out whenever you die, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to fight that at some point, aren't I? I don't actually, Union. I'll have to think about that after I get closer to beating this game. But I think we're not anywhere close. I'll probably think about it once I beat the normal ending. And then once I start going for, like, the true ending and, like, doing all the collectibles and stuff, then I'll probably think about if there's a game I want to play in particular, or if I just want to leave it up to a poll or whatever. Yeah, I do YouTube as a hobby. I've not made a cent or a dime off of YouTube or Twitch in the last 4 to 5 years that I've been doing this, so... Oh. Isn't this... Yeah. This looks like one of the hot springs. That's over in the crossroads. There's something off to the right. Holy cow. That sound is so loud. Oh, cool. I don't know. I think the wildest thing to me is still the Sonic fan game that's made in the Doom engine. Yeah, I think it's like 1K or something, but yeah. You would probably need 10K to start thinking about like even being able to monetize effectively. The corpse of a Garpede. A Garpede? Interesting. The hunter has a note about that. Where are you? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about ads, but I'd be interested in turning on maybe subs at some point, but I'd have to make something that would make it worthwhile for you guys, so. I don't know. Long term, it'd be nice to do something like that, but we'll see how things work out. So... I must have passed over it. Do you like Persona a lot? Yeah, that's what I usually play on the weekends. And then I have some guide videos for some of the games as well. Yeah, Persona is my bread and butter, but Tuesdays and Thursdays are fun to I have open for like playing different things and stuff. So that looks ominous. Well, I guess we can't go through there yet. Never played it? Fair enough. I guess let's go the other direction then for now. I could try going up. That is so loud. Oh, do I need to go hop off the these guys? Yeah. There we go. Oh, I need to keep up with them, don't I? Okay. I love Persona 4 best, I think. That's fair. Persona 4's vibes are pretty good. It'll be interesting to see when it gets a remake and stuff. But that'll probably happen after Persona 6 comes out. It'll be interesting to see if they do anything differently than the Persona 3 remake. Dude. Heal up until... Nah. Okay. Oh, hey, there we go. Oh, don't tell me I have to pogo up again. Okay. Should I play Persona? Persona is a fun RPG series, but it's a very long... The games are very long. They're like 60 to 70 hours. So they're definitely an investment. I think the games are pretty fun, but you know. Hey! Alright. Where's Persona? Yeah. Okay, well, I guess let's head back over to the bench for now then. Investment? Yeah. I mean, the games are like 60 to 70 hours long, so like you have to put in a good amount of time if you want to like finish the story and everything, right? Ah, Banes. Debuffs like debilitate, lasting 3 whole party, and game equipment. Writing is really bad. I thought it was just Persona 5, but then I played P3 Faz, and I think it's just the whole franchise. Really? Do you mean the overall plots, or like the character interactions are bad, or both? All right, where's my shadow? Better not be in a spot that's right next to those guys. That's gonna be annoying. I think he's over to the right somewhere. Bro, where are you? It's so dark in here. I can't even see where you're at. You over this way? Where's my shadow? Where'd you go? Are you over there? Maybe. Oh, there he is. Okay, come here, bud. There we go. When I'm about to die, I want to try and speedrun Hollow Knight before I flatline in one stream. Hopefully it's not too depressing. It's supposed to be a fun time. Yes, are you planning on dying anytime soon, Bolin? I don't know. I will say that the overall plot for Persona 3, despite Persona 3 having some of the best themes, I think, in the series, and, like, being the first one I played, I think that the character interactions are still pretty good. And, like, the overall themes and gameplay are really good. 5 has a decent overall plot, but, like, the way it tells its story is pretty bad. 4 has a good overall plot, but, like, it only works once, really, because it's a murder mystery, so. Once you've played through the game once and you know who done it, it's not quite as interesting. It does try and tap into some, like, deeper themes of, like humanity and stuff, and, like 3 is all about, like, finding meaning in life and, like, making the most of your life, and how death is something everybody has to face and all that kind of stuff. 4 is all about truth, not hiding away from it. Seeing ugly truths for what they really are. Persona 5 is about rebellion and stuff, and not letting this society, labels of society hold you down or whatever, I guess. But although that one I'm a little more vague on. So I guess I could see how it would be kind of pretentious. I do wish that they would handle their villains a bit better. I think both 3 and 4, 3 especially, has a villain that's just very villainous for no particular reason. Oh, spider zombies. Oh boy. Anyway, but yeah. I don't know. I think that 5 has some pretty good vibes. 4 has good vibes and a good overall story. I think from a story perspective, 4 is the strongest. Persona 4 Golden is kind of weak in the gameplay department for me, personally. I think 3 has had the strongest gameplay in all of its incarnations. Although I'd be interested in playing the original version of 4 and 5 without, like, all the enhancements and extra mechanics that they added for the re-releases. Yeah. I mean, there are certainly aspects of Hollow Knight that are very horror-esque. Like, I think it's a little hard to convey because of the perspective and the art style. Like, it's not like the art style is cutesy, but it's very rounded, you know? It's kind of like, if you wanted to do something like horror-esque, you'd almost need to go overly realistic. Like, spoilers for Undertale, by the way. Anyway, but like the Flowey fight where he like has like the realistic faces and like images and stuff like make up his body and everything, it's like very like opposite to like the rest of the game's art style, so it looks like really out of place and like very creepy because of that, because it just looks so out of place. Ah, shoot. 3D horror and 2D is kind of hard. It depends on the art style, honestly. I remember all things back in high school. I would sneak off from the lunchroom to a classroom that had a laptop, and I would download tutorials and like plugins for RPG Maker and just like watch YouTube and stuff. Yeah, Persona 5 is really bad with its how it presents its story. I think Persona 5's story overall isn't too bad, but recently as I've been doing that challenge playthrough again, it's just reconfirmed to me that while like certain aspects of its gameplay aren't as bad as I thought it was, certainly the story is pretty weak still. I'm breaking something. I don't know. I mean, teeth and eyes can do that, but I think, like, what's the most upsetting is, all the stuff that we draw in the blanks, you know? Like, showing just enough that your mind can, like, make, to fill in the blanks, because your mind is much better at conveying horror than, and filling in the blanks than, like, traditional art ever could be. I don't know, I think there's a lot to be said for the unknown and the uncanny when it comes to horror, or the unknowable. Like, maybe a good example is, have you guys, I mean, if we're talking about 2D art styles that are unsettling or unnerving without being outright horror, have you guys ever seen the indie RPG called Off? Made by a French developer, pretty old at this point, but pretty interesting from a visual standpoint. I suppose. I mean, if you wanted a sequence in Hollow Knight that would make the player feel weak and, like, horrified, I would probably, do something where it's, like, a, like, wall of flesh or something chasing towards you from the left side as you desperately try and run away from it. And, like, you can slash at it and pogo off of it, but it doesn't do, like, any actual damage to it. It just, like, keeps coming after you. And you have to run from left to right. Because then you're up against something that's like, impossible to do. The guys in P3 just pose no philosophical counter arguments, but everyone pretends they do. I also feel the same way, Pillsbury. I find the logic of the main antagonist for P3 pretty laughable, but the fact that I'm not able to give like a proper response is kind of disappointing. Like the most I can say in like the newest version of the game is just that he's stupid, which like he is, but like it's kind of underwhelming to like have this guy make so many bad points and like not be logically consistent. I think P4 does a little bit better at making their villain a bit more logically consistent and interesting that way, but yeah. Never finished the answer? Good on you, Pillsbury. You're a smart man. Smarter than I. I played the answer, like, right after beating the main game. That was a mistake. That was such a slog. You didn't save him? Well, I think I have to go around, don't I? I don't think I could get to him from there. Like, I have to go back down and around, don't I? Like, it looked like I could come from the left side if I, like, went around or whatever. Like, I tried breaking a wall or two, or, like, the floor to see if I could get over there, but I didn't see, like, a good way of getting over there. Maruki and P5R, he was so well written. Well, the good news is that the guy who did P5R's new content is one of the same people who's working on Persona 6. So I guess we'll have to see if Persona 6 gets any better with its overall plot and everything. I hope so. I think Maruki was decently interesting. He's the most, like, sympathetic villain that Persona's ever had, right? And he was the most that felt like a person. And I think he did the best at, like, outside of, like, the fact that he was added for P5R, he did the best at blending himself in. So on the first playthrough of P5R, you probably wouldn't suspect him of being, like, a bad guy necessarily. Too late, Pillsbury. You only have a few more months to do that. And then we have to play the answer all over again! Yay! Yeah, they're releasing the answer as DLC for the remake. For 30 bucks. It's so dumb, too, because they had to change the listings for the Ultimate Editions after the fact, because it said it would include all DLC, and then they had to change it so just like all the launch DLC after the fact, once they decided that they were going to do the answer as DLC, because then they couldn't charge people who had paid $180 another $30 for the Ultimate Edition. Okay, see y'all. Thanks for hopping in. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good one. Yeah, that's for sure, Pillsbury. You know who he reminds me a lot of, Pillsbury, is, or rather, who reminds me a lot of Maruki, is the new guy from, Tactica. Tactica guy and Maruki are kind of similar in their backstories. Very similar characters. So, okay, can I actually save that guy, like, in that room? It didn't seem like I could. Let me go back down there and see if there's, like, a room. I also joined the Discord server. All right, see ya. Let me see if I can actually save that guy or not. Because it seemed like I would need to come back around from another direction or something. But maybe I just missed a breakable wall or something? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, that's... Yeah, okay. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I think like, honestly speaking, if like these like bug things were drawn more realistically, it would definitely be very much a horror thing, right? Because it would be like literally like legs and spikes bursting. Like if this game was more realistic, those enemies that like spawn out of like the corpses of the like bugs would totally be something like straight out of like I don't know, I guess maybe a little bit of Resident Evil, but more what I'm thinking is the space one. Oh shoot. You have the laser cutter. Dead Space. Okay. Oi, what are you doing, you clumsy little oaf? Swing your rusty little nail around in the darkness? You almost struck me. And if you had, it would have been the end of you. Trust me. I'm Zoth the Mighty, a knight of great renown. My weapon, Life Ender, has struck down hundreds of foes. Be gone, or you'll be next. Okay. Oh, missed this. King's Idol. Alright, that's a good amount of geos at least. Well, let's keep going up and over then. Failed tramway. Interesting that says failed tramway. I guess, well, okay, I guess failed because, like, it no longer works. I was thinking failed because they tried to make a tramway and it didn't work out, but... The music is doing a good, or the background ambience, I guess. I don't know, is it music? It's kind of music, but the background ambience and like the strings and stuff are doing a good job of like setting a creepy tone. I don't play too many horror games. The last horror game I played was one on stream. It was Resident Evil 2 remake. I played through the Leon stuff, and that was fun, but very nerve-wracking for me, and like it put me on edge the whole time, which is the point of a horror game, I think. And like it was definitely fun, but it was hard to like, it was very mentally draining to do that and try and do stream commentary and like keep up with chat and everything at the same time. I don't know, maybe I could do something like horror that's like a little less demanding, like FNAF or something. I've like watched and like all the FNAF games, but I've never played any. I don't know. Maybe doing those at some point would be fun for like October or something, or something else. I don't know. I'm sure there's other games than FNAF that could be fun to play. You could dream nail dead bodies for lore. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I imagine there's plenty of lore for like all the enemies and stuff, but my thought is I can always just look it up on a wiki. You should play Signalis. A friend of mine played Signalis, enjoyed it quite a bit. It's like a top-down kind of Resident Evil inspired game with a 2D pixel art style. Could be fun. I know my friend enjoyed it, so. I mean, Steam Summer Sale is coming up, so. I kind of want to go back and play, like, the original Silent Hill games and stuff. I think that could be kind of fun. I don't know. Maybe they're a little too old school, but I don't know. I feel like it could be fun. E3. Yeah, I think the reason for that, Pillsbury, is it was the first time that the Social Link thing had ever been tried as, like, a system. And the other thing is, Social Links weren't even in the game at the start. It wasn't until, like, partway through development and like the story was already written up that social links were implemented, because Yukari used to be the canonical love interest, and you can kind of see that with like the beach scene and stuff, but like when they put in social links, they let you, you know, date whoever you wanted, so, or like hang out with who all the other people and stuff. So like from my understanding, I don't think you've told me about Crownsworn yet. No. But anyway, from my understanding, the like basics and like most of the story for P3 had already been planned out before social links were ever implemented, so. That's probably why. And they obviously tried to correct that with Persona 3 Portable to some extent with the FemC route and Persona 3. Oh, this must have been like one of the tram cars that broke down. Yeah, it's a failed tramway. So this must have fallen through the floor. Hmm. Crowsworn? Oh, not Crownsworn? Okay. Crowsworn, okay. Yeah. I've also never tried, oh, what was it? It was Castlevania. I've never tried the Castlevania series. Grand Pass. Oh, that's what I needed, to get through the Ancient Basin, isn't it? Might be also what I need to get deeper into Deepnest. Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of good Metroidvania games. I mean, for one thing, I still have not actually played, Metroid... Metroid Dread. I have it. I got, like, 5 minutes into it when I first bought it, but yeah. Yes, I played, P1, P2, earlier last year? Is that last year? Yeah, last year. I think right around this time of year, actually. I played P1 and P2, both of them, last year. They are very different. They're very old school JRPGs. And they're much closer to, like, an SMT spin-off than, like, Persona is. Like, there wasn't even any social links or anything. There was no concept of, like, the full, like, being able to swap between, like, multiple different personas. The way it worked is party members had different arcana they were, more or less attuned to. And so they could equip personas of that arcana. Castlevania is a really fun series, yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of good Metroid Castlevania games and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, technically, it's not P1, P2, P3, P4, and P5. It's P1, P2, yes, P2, EP, Persona 3, Persona 3 Fez, Persona 4, Persona 4 Golden, Persona 3 Portable, Persona 5, Persona 5 Royal, Persona 5 Strikers, or I think, is it Scramble? It's Strikers or Scramble, depending on whether you live in the EU or not. And then I think it's Persona 5 Tactica. Oh, don't forget about Persona 3 Dancing. And then also Persona 4 Dancing and Persona 5 Dancing. But yeah, it is pretty funny that... Oh, I also forgot Persona 4 Arena and Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Oh, and how could I forget Persona Q and Persona Q2? Oh, and then there was those mobile Persona games, because there's Persona 3 Episode I guess that was a mobile game on flip phones. And then there's Persona 2 that also had a flip phone version of it with, like, a specific dungeon. Hey, Zizo. How's it going? Okay, so we went over that way. Yeah, it is funny, though, that Yukari was, like, the canonical love interest Because, like, man, I really do not like Yukari. Oh, hello. Oh, a fellow warrior out here? I thought I was the only one brave enough and strong enough to survive in this foul, forgotten pit. I'm Ooh, how do I say this? Galleon? Gaalien? Gaalien. The strongest warrior in Hollow Nest. I came to this monstrous place to test my strength. No doubt you wish to test your might as well, hmm? Yes, you and I are a rare breed, unlike this poor fellow who has fallen before us. The world is not kind to the weak, I fear. So then, shall we do battle? Let us test our strength in joyful combat. To be fair, Ellie, Persona 3 through 5 are the actual games. And then there's, like, re-releases of them with a bit of new extra content. And then there's some spin-offs, so... Like... Yeah. It does sound like a lot when you say it like that, but it's not like Kingdom Hearts. It's not like Kingdom Hearts where all the spin-offs actually matter to the main plot line. It's like Final Fantasy where you can play 3, 4, and 5 in any order you want. And there's like little references between them, but yeah. This is my first time playing Zizo. Alright, let's see how badly this goes. Oh, he wields a scythe? Nice. You remind me of that dung beetle. He was not... Shoot, that was dumb. There we go. That's different. Can I maybe hit that with the dream nail? And, like, get rid of it? I wonder. Ouch. Oh! Ah, that was dumb. This is my favorite game. That's a hard question, Jenny. I have a hard time. I have a hard time picking favorites. And I haven't finished it yet, so. The boss fight is really shitty. Shittier than the dung beetle one. How do you even play Persona on a flip phone? Well, Persona 1 and 2 are like traditional dungeon crawler games. Ilo Milo. So it's like one dungeon with like already specified party members. And it's like kind of a spin-off thing. I know somebody in my community has like played a translation of it before and like sent screenshots. It looks pretty scuffed because it's like on a flip phone, but like Persona 1 and 2 were already like on the PS1, I think? Want to say? So they were already pretty low like poly games anyway. I should play Dragon Quest? I mean, we were talking about that the other day. Dung Defender is by definition the shittiest of all shitty. That's very true. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go up. But then again, I guess we should grab this lifeblood, huh? I wonder if I should change my charms. I mean, the only thing I would change out is the, like, location one, and I want to hold on to that one for sure. I will say, I think this is a game, whether or not this is my favorite game, it is a game that I didn't think I would like as much as I have liked it. Oops. Well, there goes the lifeblood. It's a game I've liked a lot more than I thought I would, and there's a lot more to it than I thought there is. Yeah, this is how far I've gotten so far. I've gotten down to the ancient basin, but I haven't pushed too far into it because I feel like once I do, the map is like I'm gonna get into like late game stuff. I think I've done pretty much everything in these areas for the most part, but yeah. There we go. Australia cooks? It does. It's funny, like, quite a few of my favorite content creators are from Australia. And, I genuinely like some of the other stuff that they put out. Oh, shoot. I guess I should probably be taking this more slow. Probably my best chance to, like, heal is when he, like, goes to restart the, whoops, the, bouncing ball. Or if I just, like, predict the trajectory of it, I should be able to kind of, like... Shoot. Oh, shoot! Oh, he can just trap me in the corner like that? That's annoying. Use Abyss Streak? I don't have that yet. I have Vengeful Spirit and Descending Dark. Dragon Quest is objectively not interesting, but it's really fun to see an old series still releasing games. Well, what about your inventory? Well, I guess here's my inventory for you then. But anyway, I don't know about that. I hear the newest Dragon Quest on Switch is pretty good. I heard that one was pretty good. Other than that, I tried some of the DS games, and they seem kind of interesting. Actually, the Dragon Quest game I've played the most of was a kind of Pokemon-style collector game of Dragon Quest on the DS called, like, Joker or whatever. Like, Dragon Quest Joker or whatever. That I enjoyed a good amount of. So, it's not like I have no interest in Dragon Quest. Although I will say, if I was going to try either Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest first, I'd probably go over to Final Fantasy first, just because I'd like to play stuff like Final Fantasy VII and all that, before I play, like, the remakes, so. And I'd like to play that stuff. Both the newer and the older stuff seem like it would be right up my alley. Alright, see you later, Pillsbury. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. That guy just threw himself to his death. I suddenly remembered Monster Hunter exists. Never played it. What's it like? I've never played it myself, but it's basically a, well, Monster Hunter game, right? Where you can play as a bunch of different classes and, like hunter, tank, you know, archer, and all that kind of stuff. And you hunt down giant monsters to get more parts to upgrade your gear, etc., etc. Nope, I'm good, Zizo. I'll get there when I get there. At least I kept my lifeblood till we got here this time. So I'll have a bit more time to build up some soul and stuff. It is crazy how much the scythe hones in on you. I guess I would have to, otherwise you could maybe just stand in like a couple different spots and never get hit. But yeah. Cute. Yeah, I wonder if I can destroy those balls. The light balls with a dream nail. It seems like it would be something I could do. But it's hard to tell with projectiles in this game sometimes. Sometimes they're deflectable, sometimes they're not. Hard to tell. And the dream nail's swing time, even with the charm to make it faster, is kind of hard to anticipate with. Ah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is. All right, see ya, Bolum. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. I played Monster Hunter Rise. It was not good. Too many grind. I think the thing with that is Monster Hunter is basically the grind. Like, the whole point of Monster Hunter is you kill big monsters, you get armor, and you can go kill bigger monsters, and that's the whole thing. So I think, like, that's the thing about games like that, is, like, that is the whole point of the game, is, like, the experience of, like, taking down large monsters with your friends, and then, like, you get equipment that is better, and then you go take down bigger monsters and stuff, so. Unbelievable. I'm defeated at last! So this is what it feels like to be bested. Still, though, I am strong, am I not? When you see our king, surely tell him of my valor. Yes, he sent you here to test me, didn't he? I knew he had not forgotten brave Galleon. I am ready to join you now. Brothers, you and I. Let us leave this place together. Okay. Nice. I can get the next reward from the body of a fallen warrior. I can get the next reward because I have 700 essence now, so we'll have to stop by over there next time I stop by a fast travel point. Some lifeblood a minute. Stop running away. Ah. Okay, so let's head over this way. Still a little bit more of Deepnest we have to check out. Looks like if we go all the way down to the bottom and down and over to the left. Should I stop by the bench though a minute first? Make sure I save and heal up a minute. Wouldn't be terrible. No. Yeah, let's just head down. We'll probably find a bench down that way too. Oop. Oh, hello. What is that? Well, I guess that's got something to do. It's probably a guardian to the boss fight, if I had to guess. Interesting. Looks like the dream nail makes it vulnerable so you can hit it. But it seems to be the guardian to the boss fight, so that way you can't get into the boss fight without the dream nail. Okay. Let's head over and kill my shadow a minute, and then we'll kill that guardian. I guess we'll do one of the big boss fights today. They hard? We can at least attempt, I guess, one of the big boss fights today. I feel like we're far enough into the game that we should probably do that. Or we could explore more of, like, the ancient basin and stuff, but, like... I don't know, I feel like we should probably do that. Yeah, I guess we did get to the bench, didn't we? One way or another. Holy cow. Yeah, it probably stops at the spikes, huh? I will at some point. Okay. Ah, shoot. Well, I should be able to explore more of Ancient Basin now since I got a tram pass from exploring this area. Which I think I needed one of those to explore farther into Ancient Basin. So. Is it Ancient Basin? Anyway. Yeah, Ancient Basin. We got this lifeblood up here. Oh shit. Okay. Magic might be the better option here, honestly. The only thing is it eats up quite a bit of soul. But if I could, like, bait them a little bit, I could probably do a bit better with soul. I know it's possible to do a soul build with, like, a magic build with the right charms and stuff. And the magic, but I don't have close to the upgraded magic yet. The only upgraded magic I have is the down smash. Dark Descent or whatever it is. Funny. That spider turned into, like, burst out in a pit of spikes and died instantly. There we go. Not too bad. Getting down to him was more annoying. What's the hardest boss fight you fought in this game yet? I think the most technically challenging one was probably... Well, the most frustrating one was the, boss down in the Royal Waterways. The, like, weird thing that kept spawning out enemies. That was the most annoying boss, just because, at the time, my nail was only level 2. So it took 2 hits to defeat the grub things. So I came back once the nail was level 3, and I mopped the floor with that boss. But I think the hardest boss fight so far... I want to say the Hornets, or the, like... No, sorry, not the Hornets. The Mantis Lords. I want to say the Mantis Lords are the most technically challenging one I've done so far. With the Soul Weaver was pretty hard as well. Those two were fairly hard. And then Hornet was decently challenging, but I've only fought the first version of Hornet so far. Oh. Just some geos. That was a little unnerving to see that thing spawn from basically thin air. How do I get back up? Well, those were the most technically interesting. And I challenged them fairly early on, so. Because people said I should. And I did. And I beat them eventually. Pretty much none. Hilo Milo. I knew that, like, Silk Song was a thing. And that, and Hornet was a thing. And I knew people really liked this game, and I knew it was, like, a Metroidvania. But I hadn't, like, I don't know, like, any other plot of other outside of what I played. And I didn't realize how long of a game it was. I didn't realize how much there was to do and, like, how big the map was. Thank goodness for that range extending charm. Grub? City Crest, it should be with you. I think I already used the City Crest, didn't I? To open up something? Yeah, I already used the City Crest to open up something. At one point. Yeah. I think it's pretty long as well if you want to do everything. There's like a lot of optional like hard content to do. I think what I'll probably do is I'll do like the basic ending. Like I'll just play through the game and see whatever ending I get. And then I'll make sure I go back and like get the true ending or whatever. But I don't know how much I'll be doing. Outside of that. We'll see, I guess. Yeah, I already checked out the City of Tears and everything. So that's why I don't have it, because I used it already. Ah. I should probably just pogo hop off that. There we go. Gosh darn it. You really have to spawn out of nowhere like that? I wonder, can I pogo? This is dumb. Dude. There's 3 normal endings? Okay. Yeah, we'll see which one I get out of that, and then we'll probably go for whatever the, like, good or true ending or whatever is. Whichever one, you know, has the hardest normal boss fight. Probably the true ending, right? So. But we'll see how things go. Oops. Yeah, I think I'm playing the Steam version, so I think that has all the, like, DLC included, doesn't it? I think so. I guess if not, maybe if it goes on sale here, because the Steam summer sale is coming up here in the next month or so. Gosh darn it. Then I could probably pick it up then. I didn't remember seeing any DLC for it on Steam. I don't think there's a true ending. Well, we'll see. Once I beat the game once, then I can start looking at, like, what the different endings are and going for them and stuff. But I don't want too many things spoiled for me until I've beaten the game at least once, you know? Ah. Yep, all the DLC is free. Okay. Oh. Stop. I'm gonna heal, and I'm gonna jump over the spikes. Okay. Hello? Oh. Hello. Is it a mask or a face upon the creature? In hollowness, a difficult thing it can be to decipher. Well, I can't smack you, so. How do you know it's an enemy? Poke it in the face with a sword. If it doesn't attack back, it's probably not an enemy. If it does, then you've got the first hit in. Use just lure. Okay. How to tell if a friend is a real friend. Poke them in the face with a sword. Okay. Oop. Actually, I don't think I need to go up, do I? Gosh. I should find a spot to sit down and update my map. Because I have no idea where I am. know I'm getting closer to the boss, but other than that, I have no real idea. Oh. I'm not liable if you get in trouble doing that. I will not be held responsible for people going around poking each other in the face with swords. Ah, shoot. Of course there's spikes right underneath that. Of course there's spikes right. Nope. Good thing I was dashing. Oh, hey! Isn't that distant village? Interesting. Well, if there's a village, does that mean that there's a... Huh. Does that mean that there's a shop or something, maybe? Oh. Hello. Greetings. You are very tired. Sit and rest. We are friends. Welcome. Sit and rest. Please sit and rest. It's warm and safe. Sit and rest. I don't trust this at all. Oh, whatever. Yeah. Well, should have seen that coming. Now where am I? I'm way out there. Something sparkly down there. Probably just a traveler's journal. I'll own a seal. Okay. Hey, Guten Chad. How's it going? Guten Chad to you too. Oh, finally. I don't know what happens if I die here at this point. Because the last bench I sat on was a trap. So. Oh, that's interesting. That enemy had essence in it. Interesting. Well, I'm lost, confused, and the enemies are a little unsettling, so... And almost dead. Don't forget almost dead, so... I should have, picked up the, fast travel point when I had a chance. Oh well. Because now I probably have to travel all the way back there if I want to grab that fast travel point. Oh well. Must be a grub nearby. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Staying alive, staying alive. Ah, 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 ah. Okay. I can only go down, not up. Okay. Oh, not another one of these guys. And there it is. So it just puts me back over here. Okay. Oh, do I have to fight that big guy again? I do. They're not too bad if you can get, like, above them or behind them, but other than that, it's kind of nasty. Oh, they hit for 2, don't they? I mean, technically, I imagine everything in this game can be completed without most of the abilities. Like, there's probably only a few abilities that are actually mandatory for completion. Especially if you know all the tricks. Really shouldn't have sat on that bench, huh? Yeah, there's another section in the game that also does that I can't remember where it was. I think it's like when you're in the City of Tears. I think a door closes behind you at one point, and if you die, you just wake back up like a little bit like in front of the door that closes or something. I think that's right. But yeah, it seems like the game does that a couple of times where it like locks you into a section and it gives you a save point somewhere nearby in the level. Ancient Basin is cool. Maybe I'll head over there on Thursday. How are we doing on time today? Yeah. Getting about there. A little over 2 hours now, so we'll see how far how long the rest of this area takes, but probably get to Ancient Basin on Thursday. How was Soul? I don't understand the question. Soul Master? Soul Master, he was alright. He was one of the 2 I was saying that was the most interesting and, like, hardest. Him and, the Mantis Lords. Yeah. I should probably head over there at some point, but I know but somebody said that, like, the double jump and stuff was over there, so if nothing else, it'd be good to get that. Which, now that I have, like, the Crystal Dash or whatever, I should be able to get it, apparently, so. Boy, his range is really long. Holy cow. His range is as long as mine is. Yeah. It was cool to fight him, for sure, with all the teleporting and stuff. There we go. Holy cow. Alright, I gotta go find another enemy to kill. I still have no idea where I am. Oh! Hallelujah. An actual bench. Okay. Well, that gives me a full heal, and it lets me see where I actually am. Let's go back up to that guy, I guess, then. Man, those guys really hit for 2 damage, don't they? Wonder where that goes down. Oh. Oh, it's back here. Interesting. I'm kind of interested what's up behind that guy, though. Top 3 friendly NPCs. I like the fast travel guy. He's fun. Oh, there's another one over there. Right. Because I went down, then back up. And then the guy who wanders around with like a mask on and like tilted upwards seems to be kind of interesting. And then the hunter seems kind of interesting. I kind of want to see if there's a boss fight with the hunter once you complete like the enemy compendium. A sleeping figure lays atop the stone plinth. Okay, so this must be one of the boss fights of the game. This must be one of the boss fights that you need to do to get one of the end to the end. Yeah. Okay, let's try this then. Let me get a drink of water and we'll try this. Oh, we're back here. Bound for brood, for child. Fair bargain made. Give all for her. For her. That's it? Funny. If I hit the dash button, my controller still vibrates there. Why? Huh, I thought there would be a boss fight or something there. That's a little disappointing, honestly. But, okay. Well, that's 1 of 3. Alright. Well, what now? Maybe I should just wrap up for today. It's been 2.5 hours. Let's head back and get that fast travel point. That was over by the distant village, I think. There's a little bit more over by down by the distant village, and then we should head over to the resting grounds and get my rewards for getting enough essence. They're just seals? Okay. I was thinking it would be like Metroid. The first Metroid game has you defeat like 2 bosses that correspond to 2 statues, to continue through the game. But okay, fair enough. I mean, it's kind of like that, but not quite the same thing, I guess. So yeah, let's head back over to the distant village a minute. Oh, right. I was like, why can't I see where I am on the map? Because I changed up my charms thinking it was going to be a boss fight. Okay. Well, I think it said that there was a fast travel point pretty nearby. And then there looks like there's... The elevator no longer work? How far can you fall here? Pretty far. What's over here? Another path to the distant town, it seems. Oh gosh. Oh, this is something. Oh, sorry, you scared me. Oh, please don't be shy. You remind me of No Face from Avatar. It's called Midwife, though. There are some nasties about here, all right. Not me. I'm a friend to all, and happy to serve a traveler so bold as you. Is it information you seek? That I can provide. Yes. Oh, yes. That village above here, home to a sad creature. Hers is a tale of tragic exchange. Cost her and her people greatly, though I suspect she bore no regret in making it. Yes, I know. You're intrigued. You'd want to know the tale. Well, I'm sorry. I'd love to tell it, but I'm very, very sorry. And I haven't eaten in some time. Oh, and I'm starving. Yeah, it reminds me of No Face from Avatar. Just say no, kids. Just say no. Okay, so what's the point of even being over here? Granted, it's a spot I haven't been to before, but... Oh my gosh. I should probably just take that guy out with a range attack or something, right? Oops. I was facing the wrong way. Well. Come on. There we go. So is this a spot I've been to before? No, but it looks like if I go up... Oh, I see. It's just another way to get around faster. Okay. Or if you, like, fall, I guess this is the way you would have to go. In the distant... To get back up to the distant village, maybe. You're missing something kind of important? You mean like the double jump kind of important? Or like I didn't see something or whatever? Like, I don't have a thing that I need for traversal, or, I just, like, didn't see something that I should probably go back and check. I mean, at some point I'll have to, like, make a round back. I'll have to, like, do the rounds and collect all this stuff, probably. I'll probably do that, like, after I've, gotten at least one of the endings, though. Because that way I can, just, like, look at a map or whatever. That reminds me, Hilo Milo. I think it's, Deep Rock Galactic. There's a arachnophobia setting where you can set it. And it... Was it that game? There's one game. It's a game... There is a game with, like, a giant arachnids or whatever. And, like, there's an arachnophobia setting that just, like, makes them pink and cute or whatever, I think. Or, like, replaces them with something else. That looks like all fun. Silly. Ah, many stag stations have been opened. Again, I can travel the breadth of the kingdom. So many grand thoroughfares and old sideways I had forgotten. Somewhere amongst the lines lies the Stag Nest, the place where I was born and raised. I thought its location lost to my failing mind, but now I can almost remember the path. If you keep opening the stag stations, beckoning me through them, perhaps I'll find that nest. Ah, I would like that very much. Alright. Well, let's head over to the resting grounds and get the next reward over there. Must be really funny to play, yeah. Now that I think about it, I don't think it was Deep Rock Galactic. I think it was, like a builder game. I think it was like, Hydrosity or something. Was it Hydrosity? I don't know. But, yeah. I remember it being kind of funny. You see the distant village in the map. Search what is below it in the map. You know? You mean, like, over here? The, water or something? Okay. Come back when I have 900. Okay. Nice. One more of those and I'll have another, I think it's called Vessel, right? Another tick on the gauge or whatever. Yeah, another vessel. Okay. Well, for now, what to next? I think I don't really remember. I don't know. Oh, I should probably just end for here for today. It's been 2.5 hours. I think now's probably a good time to wrap it up for today, and then on Thursday I can come back and work on the ancient basin now that we have the ticket or pass or whatever. I'll just sit here a minute. Did I buy... Yeah, I did buy that notch. Right, I'm all caught up on buying things from the shops. Oh, boy. Alrighty. I'll go ahead and say goodbye for today. I hope you guys all... Oh. Why is my face not there? I should fix that. Yeah. I hope you guys all enjoyed today's stream. I'll be back again on Thursday, same time, same place, all that good stuff. For Ancient Basin, should be fun. In the form of boss gauntlets? That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. From what people have been saying in chat about, like, the, like, boss rush mode and stuff. But yeah. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day and everything. Thanks for hanging out. Union, Milo Milo, Zizo, Ellie, anybody lurking or watching back on the VOD. Oh gosh, I'm Gutenchad. I'm gonna butcher this, but Hawk, where? That's definitely that's out of my wheelhouse to pronounce properly. But hopefully you got a kick out of me trying to pronounce your name. But yeah, I hope you have a good day. Pillsbury, Golem. Yeah, I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day and everything. And in case I don't see you guys, hope you have a good afternoon, good evening, good night. And we'll see y'all later. See you guys. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Gotta listen through the soundtrack of Hollow Knight. See if I can add that to some of the playlists.